Welcome to T1 Academy. So, we are going to start a series of sessions based on UPSC CSAT students. Okay, in these videos, we will see the complete pattern of examination and how the questions we are asking and how we are going to solve the questions by our approach. Okay, now see here, we all know that this UPSC CSAT paper is the second paper. Okay, Civil Services Examination Paper 2. We call that as CSAT paper. We call that one as CSAT paper. Now, when it's come to the CSAT paper, Civil Services Aptitude Test paper, what is happening here is, usually we will have 80 questions. We all know it, students. Okay, each question carries 2.5 marks and there is a negative mark of 1/3 mark. So, approximately 0.833 marks will be reduced if you mark a wrong answer. Okay, now see here, when it comes to these 80 questions, the pattern of question paper was completely changed when it was introduced, and especially from the last 3 years. When the paper was introduced, the questions are little bit easy when compared to the last 3 years questions. So what is happening with this CSAT paper? And even the paper 1 cutoff, we know that this paper is just qualifying in nature. Okay, CSAT paper, if you are able to score 66 marks, that is 33% of marks, then you will be qualified in this paper, and based on your paper 1 marks you will be selected for the mains, right? When it comes to the CSAT paper, especially the CSAT paper, from the last 3 years, the standard of questions was increased suddenly. Earlier they used to ask some set of questions, but from the last 3 years the standard of questions were completely changed from the previous years. What is happening? See, because of this CSAT paper, if you observe carefully, at some point of time, the paper 1 cutoff reached to 120. If you observe carefully, at some point of time, it reached to 120. But from the last 3 years, this is less than 90. Okay, what is the reason? There are many reasons. One thing is, UPSC paper became unpredictable, that is the first thing. And the second most reason is the CSAT paper. The standard of CSAT paper was increased. Because of that reason, the students who are really good at GS, they were not able to qualify in this CSAT paper. In 2022 or 23, in 2023, the paper 1 cutoff came to 75 marks. What is the reason for that is, one of the major role was played by the CSAT paper. The students who are really good in the GS, they were not able to clear the CSAT paper. What is happening with this CSAT paper? Slowly the standard of paper increased. Earlier they used to ask questions mostly based on formulas. But if you observe carefully, from the past few years, they are slowly changing it to a conceptual based question paper. Okay, they are asking questions based on concepts, not based on formulas. And one more thing, what is happening? Earlier in this CSAT paper, out of 80 questions, approximately some 30 to 35 are asked from this reading comprehension, and 40 to 45 questions are asked from the quant area. But if you observe carefully, in the last 3 years, they are asking minimum 53 questions. Exactly 53 questions from one concept, that is quant and reasoning. They are asking 53 questions from this quant and reasoning, and only 27 questions are asked from this reading comprehension. And most of the students who are non-maths background students were facing difficulty because of this reason. And what we need to do to overcome this problem, we will see. And one more thing, the students who are preparing for, most of the students might have prepared for some other examinations like some state services, public service examinations, or they may prepare for SSC, CGL, banking, railways, and all these examinations. And the students, they are doing a small mistake. See, learning quant and reasoning for other government examinations is different, or entrance examinations is different from the CSAT. I am telling it very clearly. Why? Because there is a chance of asking questions based on formulas. Most of the questions, if you see any SSC, CGL or any banking type of examination or any examinations, what they used to do is, out of 100 questions, for example, if that examination have some 100 questions, they will ask 90 questions based on formulas. 90 questions based on formulas or any shortcut trick or method which is followed by all the students. And 10 questions will be from concepts. Only 10 questions are from the concepts. That means if you know the concept, then only you can answer it, else you cannot answer. So they will prepare accordingly. That means they will learn more formulas than concepts, more shortcut methods or tricks to get the answer. But what is happening with our CSAT? What is happening with this CSAT is, I am not saying that they are not at all asking questions based on formulas. Yes, they are asking. They are asking questions based on formulas, but at most they are asking some 6 to 8 questions. That's it from the formulas. That means if you know the formulas, you can answer 6 to 8 questions. That's it. But if all the remaining questions are from concepts. If you know the concept, you will attempt it, else you cannot attempt it. That is the reason. And keeping this thing in mind, most of the students are thinking that yes, I am really good at maths, quant and reasoning, I can easily clear the CSAT paper. Okay, what they are doing is they are not practicing for this paper at all. They are just practicing it just before 1 month or 2 months of the examinations, and they are going to give an attempt. Because of that reason, two things are happening for those students. First thing is, they were not able to see their expected questions on the question paper. And the second one is time management. They used to solve the questions based on formulas, but suddenly they are seeing questions based on concepts. Even the question lengths are lengthy. See, if you see any other examinations, the length of the question will be very less. But in our subject, that is CSAT paper, some questions are even of one paper also. But the concept will be very simple, but the question will be very lengthy. And most of the students, by seeing that question itself, not even able to trying to understand the question, they are simply skipping that question and moving to the next one. These type of things are happening around this CSAT paper. So to clear all these doubts, we will learn the entire CSAT concepts, especially quant and reasoning. We are going to learn this CSAT quant and reasoning concepts in a perfect manner so that we can clear the examination. We will see in a different approach, and first and foremost thing, I am telling it very clearly, we are not going to learn any shortcuts or formulas or any tricks here. Why? Because it is not going to work for the CSAT paper. It may be work out for some other examinations, but these sessions are dedicated only for the CSAT paper. Keeping CSAT paper in our mind, we are going to start these sessions. Okay, please try to understand. Don't expect any shortcuts or tricks here. You will not get the answers that much easily until and unless you know the concepts. We are going to pick such type of questions only. Okay. Yes, there are questions, some questions or some concepts where we will use the formulas, we will use there at that point of time. But in most of the cases, we will try to solve the questions based on concepts. Okay. Next, in this CSAT paper also, in this quant and reasoning also, if you observe carefully students, number system is playing a key role. Number system is playing a very, very key role. This is like an ocean, students. We can frame number of questions from this concept called number system. Why? Because entire our quant and reasoning, especially the quant concepts, depends on this number system. If you are really good in number system, then you can able to solve any other difficult question from some other concepts. Why? Because number system is like a base, and we can frame some hundreds and thousands of questions from this number system. Purely conceptual questions, that too. Especially the questions based on statements. See, if you see the question paper, students, at least 10 to 15 questions are asked from the statement based question, statements type of questions. They are asking 10 to 15 questions based on statements, and in that 10 to 15 questions, a minimum of 10 questions are from number system only. 10 questions are from number system. So we should be really good in number system so that we can attempt at least a minimum of 15 questions. No doubt in that. You can attempt 15 questions out of those 80 questions if you are really good in number systems. So here our major focus will be on number system. Along with this number system, we will learn all the concepts purely in CSAT perspective. I am once again repeating it. We will learn these concepts only keeping CSAT in our mind. For some other examinations, we have some other set of sessions or videos in our channel, but this set of sessions or videos are purely for CSAT. Once again, I am repeating. Okay, don't expect shortcuts or tricks in most of the cases. If there is a possibility, we will do that one. But in general, we will learn the concept and we will try to solve the questions. Understood? This is our strategy going forward. Okay. Now we will see the next one. This is 2024 question paper, students. In 2024, they asked, if you observe carefully, 53 questions, as I already told you. 53 questions from this quant and reasoning. In 2022 also the same thing. In 2023. In 2023 also, 1 or 2 also they asked the same 53 questions from each and every concept. From each and every concept, especially from the number system. Okay, if possible, we will try to share this PDF file with you along with this video if possible. Okay, just go through once this, what we can say, this PPT file or whatever this Word file, and try to observe the things. How the questions are asking and what is the pattern of questions which we are asking for us in this CSAT paper. Okay, so please try to learn the concept. I am once again repeating, by learning only the formulas, you are not going to clear the CSAT paper until and unless you know the concept. Okay, so we should be very good in concepts and also formulas, but learning only the formulas is not sufficient. We will see the concept as well as formula, and if there is any possibility of solving the questions in a shortcut manner or with any trick, we will do that. But most of the cases, keep one thing in your mind, that it is not possible to solve each and every questions with the help of formulas. Okay, which is practically not possible for us. Next, we will see some of the previous year's questions in this UPSC CSAT, how we are going to solve those type of questions and everything, and then we will move to the remaining concepts. Okay, now see here, the increase in the price of a certain item was 25%, then the price was decreased by 20%, and then again increased by 10%. What is the resultant increase in the price? This is the question they asked for us in the examination. See what is happening with the price of a certain item. It is first increased by 25%, okay, and then decreased by 20%, and then once again increased by 10%. Okay, this is the question they are given for us. So see here, students, actually this question belongs to our effective percentage. Effective percentage. We can do it in two ways. One is traditional way and the other one is shortcut. And this is one of the previous year's questions. Okay, that is the reason I have just taken the screenshot of that question and we have placed here. Okay, directly I have taken the question only. See here, so if we go with the traditional method, what is the effective percentage formula we usually have is x plus y plus xy by 100. If there is an increase, we will take a positive value. If there is a decrease, we will take a negative value. Okay. So first I will find the effective percentage between these two percentages. So what is the value I will get here? Increase means plus 25, decrease means minus 20. Plus of minus 20, it becomes minus 20 anyway, plus 25 into minus 20 by 100. Okay. So now what happens here for me? 25 minus 20, it becomes 5. 20 ones 25s, 5 ones 5 5s. So 5 into minus 1 minus 5. So effectively the effective percentage between these two percentages became what? 0. 0. And then it is increased by what? 10%. 0 plus 10% increase. So directly my answer here becomes what? There is an increase of 10%. There is an increase of 10% in the price. There is an increase of 10% in the price. This is the concept. See here, students, for example, instead of 0, if I have got some other value, a positive value, that means it is an increase. Okay, if I get a negative value, means that is a decrease. Okay, same thing with the help of shortcut, how we are going to see is, see initially what it is, 25%. So 25% means if I convert it into fractions, 1 by 4. 1 by 4, we will see it later, but for time being observe this one. 1 by 4. So initial and final. Initial I will write it as 4 and final I write it as 5. Why? Because increase. 4 plus 1, 5. Okay. Next 20% decrease. 20% means if I convert it into fractions, it becomes 1 by 5. 20 by 100. So 1 by 5. So initial it becomes 5. Final it becomes 4. The reason is it is decrease. In previous case that is increase, so I have added here plus 1, and in this case that is a decrease, so I am subtracting minus 1 here. So it became 4. Next 25%, 20% and 10% increase, right? So 10% means what it becomes? 1 by 10. So initial value it becomes 10 and final value becomes 11. Just now I told you the reason is increase and decrease. Okay, right? Now the same value, so I will multiply them. Same value I will multiply them. If there is any cross cancellation, you can do it. From this to this group, if there is any cancellation, you can do it, else leave it. If you go with the directly also, no problem. See here, 4 5s are 20, 20 10s are 200. 5 4s are 20, 20 11s are 220. That means from 200 the value changed to 220. What is the increase here for me? 20. 20 is the increase here for me. So 20 by 200 into 100. 20 by 200 into 100. 0 0 get cancels. 2 ones 2 tens. 10 ones 10 tens. So the overall change here is how much? 10% increase. Why? Because initially it is 200, then it became 220. So there is an increase of 10% here. The same thing, either we solve in that manner or in this manner, we will get the same answer, students. So we will learn both the conventional method as well as the shortcut method to solve our problems in our entire course. No need to worry, this is just an examples. We will see some 2 to 3 questions, that's it. Okay, our next question. See here, 32 to the power of 5 plus 2 to the power of 27 is divisible by. This is also one of the previous questions only. So now what is happening with these questions? If you observe carefully here, students, by seeing this word divisible by, most of the students will think that this question belongs to any divisibility rule or something like that. But actually speaking, if you think in that manner, it will take a lot of time. Instead of that, the other way is we should consider this as a remainder concept. Okay, so if a number is exactly divisible by means, what does it mean? That means when you divide it, you should get a remainder as 0, right? So that means I will do the option verification in this case. Whichever the option which gives 0 to me, that will be my answer for this question. So now please observe here what I have here, 32 to the power of 5 plus 2 to the power of 27, it should be, I will check first it with 3. I will check first it with 3. Now when I divide it with 3, what I can write this 32, usually 2 to the power of 5, right? So what I am going to do is 2 to the power of 5 whole to the power of 5 plus 2 to the power of 27 by 3. 27 by 3. So now when I divide it with 3, what happens? This becomes what for me? 2 to the power of 25 plus 2 to the power of 27 by 3. And with the help of remainder theorem concept, 2 by 3. What is the remainder for 2 by 3? Minus 1. Okay, minus 1 whole to the power of 25 plus 2 by 3. What is the remainder? Minus 1. Minus 1 whole to the power of 27. Okay, good. So now what happens to me here? Minus 1, it will become minus 2. But I will not write my remainders in negative. So 3 minus 2, it becomes what? 1. So that means 3 is not my answer. Why? Because while dividing with 3, I am getting a remainder as 1. But actually I should get 0. So that is not my answer. Next with 7. See, already that one I have written it as what? 2 power 25 plus 2 power 27 by 2 power 27. I need to divide it with 7. So which power of 2 is nearer to 7? If you observe carefully, 2 cube. 2 cube, right? So what I will do is, I will write this one as 2 cube whole to the power of 8 into 2 plus 2 cube whole to the power of 9 by 7. See students, after solving the remainder theorem concepts, you people will know why we are writing like this. Okay, just observe this one. I am splitting this one. So now what happens to this one? 8 to the power of 8 into 2 plus 8 to the power of 9 by 7. So 8 by 7, what is the remainder? I will get 1. And 2 by 7, I will get 2. Plus 8 by 7, 1. So 1 to the power of 9, and here it is 1 to the power of 2. So overall remainder will get how much for me? 3. But is I am getting 0 here? No. So my answer for this one is not 7. And next 10 means my units place should become what? 0, right? Then only it will be divisible by 10. If you observe carefully here, 2 to the power of anything you will not get 0 at units place, and 2 to the power of anything you will not get 0 at the units place. Okay, keeping that thing in our mind, so 10 is also not our answer. So here our answer becomes 11. No need to check 11. Yes, it is divisible by 11. Okay, understood students? So now we will see our next one. What is the rightmost digit preceding the zeros in the value of 30 to the power of 30? See students, they are asking us what is the rightmost digit preceding zeros in 30 to the power of 30. What it is actually means, see here, rightmost digit preceding zeros means, anyway at last I will have 30 zeros, right? Why? Because 30 to the power of 30. So zeros, how many zeros I will get at the end? I will get 30 zeros. And they are asking us the digit which is just before that 30 zeros. So what I will do is, first of all, I will write this 30 as 3 into 10 whole to the power of 30, right? So then it becomes what for me here? 3 to the power of 30 into 10 to the power of 30. Anyway, this one is completely of zeros. We will not bother about that. So actually this question is based on units digit. That means I need to find the units digit of 3 power 30. I need to find the units digit of 3 power 30. That is the actual question here which we have. So they are asking us questions indirectly, not a direct manner. So what is the unit digit of 3 power 30? For 3, actually for units place in the powers, we will have 4 chances, students. Later while discussing the concepts, we will come across all these things. For time being, just observe these things, how the questions were asked and how we are solving the answers. Okay, now see here, 3 power 30. So what is the power I have here? 30. So I will divide 30 with 4. The reason is for 3 we will have 4 chances. Later we will see. So 30 by 4, what is the remainder I will get here? I will get remainder as 2. I will get the remainder as 2. So the units digit will become 3 square. That remainder will come here and 3. 3 square is what? 9. So unit digit is also 9. So the digit which is preceding the zeros will become for us here what? 9. For us here it becomes 9. Understood? Next one. Raj has 10. See here students, for all the questions we cannot say from which concept these questions are coming. Just by the general analysis also there are some questions. We should know some concepts for this one. Not even concepts, we should understand the question what they are actually asking for. See here, Raj has 10 pairs of red, 9 pairs of white and 8 pairs of black shoes in a box. Usually whenever this type of questions is seen, what the student thinks is this may be belonging to any probability or permutation combination like that. Actually yes, these are little bit related to permutation, but if you read the complete question, then you will come to an idea, okay, with the general analysis or with some general common sense also we can solve these type of questions. No need of that complete permutation, combination or probability knowledge. What it is, see here, Raj has 10 pairs of red shoes, okay, 10 pairs of red color shoes, okay, 9 pairs of white color shoes and 8 pairs of black color shoes in a box. Okay, if he randomly picks shoes one by one without replacement, that means he will pick one after the other and without replacing in that box once again. He will just pick one shoe, he will look into it and he will put that aside like that. Next, from the box to get a red pair of shoes to wear, that means he need to pick a red pair of shoes to wear. What is the maximum number of attempts he has to make? They are asking us what is the maximum number of attempts he need to make to do that. If it is a minimum number of attempts, what you need to do? Directly you need to pick the first shoe as red shoe and the second one as red shoe. That is the minimum case. That means by picking 2 shoes, he can take one pair of red color shoes. But they are telling that maximum number of attempts. Just think when the maximum number of attempts will do, when he will do that maximum number of attempts means, first you need to pick all the white and black color shoes from that box and then after, obviously we don't have any other choice, you need to pick the red color one only. Now tell me, to pick all the white and black color shoes, how many attempts you need to make? There are 9 pairs means total how many white color shoes you will have? 18. There are 8 pairs of black color shoes means how many black color shoes you will have? 16. That means first he can pick either white or black, no problem. So overall how many shoes you need to pick initially? 34 shoes. First he should pick 34 shoes. Till then also you will not get a red color pair. Now 35th shoe, obviously you need to pick red color. Why? Because you don't have any other choice. Already all the remaining colored shoes are picked. So the 35th shoe will be what? Red color shoe. But he can pick only one shoe at a time. But they are asking us a pair of shoes. So 35th is a red color shoe and 36th also will become a red color shoe. That means to make a pair of red color shoe, you need to make how many maximum attempts? He should make 36 attempts. If he makes 36 attempts, then he can pick a I am telling in the maximum case. He can pick a red colored pair shoes. Okay. Next. So this question, actually this question doesn't require any formulas or any other thing. Just some common sense. Okay, we need to apply our common sense to solve these type of questions. Why? Because maximum means first you need to pick white and black and then only come to red one. If it is a minimum case, by picking two shoes, he can do a pair of red color shoe. Why? Because minimum means he should pick the first one as red color and second one as red color one. That's it. Okay. Next one. See, there are 4 letters and 4 envelopes, and exactly one letter is to be put in exactly one envelope. Okay. There are 4 letters, students. L1, L2, L3 and L4. There are 4 letters. Okay. And you need to put exactly one letter into one envelope. Okay. There are 4 envelopes. Okay. There are 4 letters and 4 envelopes. Now, with correct address. Okay. If the letters are randomly inserted into the envelopes, that means if we randomly insert one into the other, we don't know whether they are going into correct address or not. Then consider the following statement. It is possible that exactly one letter goes into an incorrect envelope. It is possible that it is exactly one letter can go into an incorrect envelope. That is the first statement which they are given for us in the question. Now see here, for time being, assume that letter 1 should go to envelope 1, letter 2 should go to envelope 2, letter 3 should go to envelope 3 and letter 4 should go to envelope 4. Assume. This is the correct process. Now, is it possible that exactly one can go into an incorrect address? I will send this letter 1 to E2, envelope 2. Then what happens? The letter which should come to this envelope 2, that means E2, L2 will go to E1, right? So, is it possible to disturb only one letter here? No. If I disturb one letter, without knowing to me, the second one will be automatically disturbed. Am I correct or not? Can I say no, disturb only one letter here? I cannot put 2 letters in one envelope. There is no chance. I can put only one letter in one envelope. For example, if I take this letter 1 and put that in envelope 2 to make it a wrong one, without knowing to me, the letter which should come to this envelope 2 will go to envelope 1, right? That means, is it possible to disturb only exactly one letter into an incorrect address? No. Definitely a minimum of 2 letters will get disturbed here. Same like this. If I want to send L3 to E4, then the letter which should go to E4 will come to E3, right? So, it is not possible to disturb only one letter. If we disturb one letter, obviously the second one by default it will get disturbed or it will go into a wrong address. So, the first one is wrong for me here. Okay. Now, see the second one. There are only 6 ways in which only 2 letters can go into correct envelopes. They are telling that there are only 6 ways that only 2 letters will go into correct envelope. Now we will see. Letter 1 and letter 2, I am thinking that it will go into correct envelope. Okay, there is chance. Letter 1 and letter 3 will go into correct one. There is a chance. Letter 1 and letter 4 will go to correct envelopes. There is a chance. Now, letter 2, letter 3 will go into correct envelope. There is a chance. I am writing all the chances, students, here. Letter 2 and letter 4 will go into correct envelopes. There is a chance. Now, letter 3 and letter 4 will go into correct envelopes. There is a chance. Now, I have written all the chances here, students. Sir, letter 4 and letter 3, already I have written them. That is the reason I have not written them. So, letter 1 is common, letter 2 and letter 3. So, whenever there are chances, try to write in this manner, students. So, how many chances did I get here? 6 ways only, right? So, the question is also, there are only 6 ways. So, here what I can say is, only statement 2 is correct. Only statement 2 is correct, statement 1 is wrong here. Okay, understood, students? These type of questions, in most of the cases, without the help of formulas or without any tricks or shortcuts, we will get the answers. But only thing is, you need to understand the question. What they asked in the question and how we need to answer that question. So, we will learn accordingly. Our entire sessions will be based on this type of learning only. We will learn the concepts, we will see all the different types of questions and try to solve them. Okay, we will see one more example. Now see here, let x be a 2-digit number and y be another 2-digit number formed by interchanging the digits of x. Okay, let us assume that this x is a 2-digit number, right? I will take that as AB. A is 1 digit and B is 1 digit. and yb another 2-digit number formed by interchanging the digits of x. That means what? Interchanging means what? B will go to 10th place and A will come to 1st place. Okay students. So while taking the numbers, you can take in this manner, there is no wrong in that. But when you are doing any mathematical operation, what they are telling, see here, if x plus y is the greatest 2-digit number, that means I need to add x with y. So while assuming, you can take it as AB and BA, there is no wrong in that, but remember, when you want to perform any mathematical operation, definitely you should write AB. Already we have written these type of things in our schooling student, in our first or second standard. A, I will write it as A into 10. Why? Because it is in tens place. B, I will write it as B into 1. Why? Because this is in units place. Right? Understood? So the same thing I will do here. X means what? A into 10 plus B into 1. This is the value of X. Understood? Next, Y means what? B is in tens place. So B into 10 plus A into 1. A into 1. So this is the value of X plus Y. While assuming, you can assume it as AB and BA, there is no wrong in that. But while performing the mathematical operation, while performing any addition or subtraction between X and Y, definitely you should write them in this manner and then only perform the mathematical operation. Okay, now see here in this 10A plus 1A, what it becomes? 11 into A plus 1B plus 10B, it becomes what? 11 into B. So when I take common, 11 common, what I will get? A plus B. 11 times of A plus B, that will become X plus Y. In the question, what they are telling, if X plus Y is the greatest 2-digit number, what is the greatest 2-digit number which we have? 99, right? Greatest 2-digit number is what? 99, greatest or highest. So that means what is, this value is equal to 99. This value is equal to 99. Now what happens to this one? 11 ones, 11 nines. So that means A plus B value will be equal to what? 9 for me here. A plus B is 9. Now what is the question? What is the number of possible values of X? What is the number of possible values of X? Now see here students, just now we came to know that what? A plus B is equal to 9. A plus B is equal to 9. Now tell me, what are the 2-digit numbers? What are the sum of 2 digits whose sum is 9? We cannot take 9 and 0 here. What is the reason behind that is, if I take 9 and 0, X value it is fine. But when I interchange it into Y value, it becomes what? 0, 9. 0, 9 means a single digit. It becomes 9, right? It is a single digit. But Y is also what? Y is also another 2-digit number. Because of that reason, I cannot take 9 and 0 here, students. Okay, there is no chance for 9 and 0. But what I can take? 8 plus 1. This is equal to 9. Yes, 8 plus 1 and 1 plus 8. Anyway, it is 9. Next, what I can take? 7 plus 2. This is also 9. Okay, 7 plus 2, it is also 9. Next, what I can take? 6 plus 3. This sum is also 9. Next, 5 plus 4. This one is also 9. Don't write again 4 plus 5, it is waste of time. Anyway, we can count it for 2 times. 4 into 2. The reason is 4, 5, 3, 6, 2, 7 and 1, 8. So total how many chances I will have for X? I will have 8 chances for X here, students. I will have 8 chances for X. Remember carefully, why I have multiplied it here with the 2 means 8, 1. Similarly, I can write 1, 8 also, right? 81 and 18, both are chances for X. 72 and 27, there is chance. 63 and 36, there is chance. 54 and 49, 45, both numbers. So total how many chances do I have here? 8 chances. So students, this type of representing the numbers is very, very important for us. Every year they are asking one question from this area based on this representation. That means 2-digit number or 3-digit number, how we will represent. For example, if it is a 3-digit number, we will take it as ABC and we will write it as A into 100. Why? Because A will become 100's place, B into 10 and C into 1. Understood? So based on our requirement, we will do. While assuming, you can assume in this manner, but while performing any mathematical operation, definitely you need to write in this manner. Like this, we will discuss the entire concepts of our CSAT students. Once again, I am repeating, don't expect in these sessions, in this playlist, don't expect any shortcuts or any tricks. If there is any possibility, we will use it. but we will learn completely the concepts. Once again I am repeating. Why? Because these sessions are dedicated only for CSAT. For shortcuts and tricks, we have some other set of videos. Please go and watch those videos, but these are only dedicated for our CSAT. Okay, from the next session onwards, we will directly move into concepts beginning from number system, and we will learn the remaining concepts from there. Right? Thank you very much.